They lying now.
Coming to you live. Look, look.
You are now rocking with the coldest podcast this side of I-65.
Ooh, get live quick.
Ooh.
Hear me? I cut the intro down to about 15 seconds, boy. Ha ha!
What is
I
up?
knew, I knew. As soon as I went live, somebody was gonna come with that. Go help somebody. Shit, you feel me? I told them niggas at 11 o'clock, I'm going live. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Mm.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was gonna come.
Shout out to everybody getting them notice. Those notice
Yeah, shout out to everybody getting them
notifications.
notifications. We'll see what they did. Let's see what we
Notification.
look like.
Hey,
There go CEO. Turn up.
come
There go
on, man.
CEO. Hey, the chat, man. Fill that box up, man. I know everybody live.
Come on
We
with
not
it.
helping. He said we not helping nobody but ourselves. You
Come
hear
on,
me?
man.
Come on, man. Anyway, man, what up, man? What up, world? I'm Nif.
What's popping? It's your boy G28, man. What's popping? We back with
Yeah,
another
we
one.
have no podcast live in full effect on YouTube right now. You feel me?
Happy Labor Day.
Happy
All the
late.
working
Labor
women
Day
and
classic.
men out there today. It's Labor Day. Kick your
Labor
feet
Day
up. Eat
classic.
a
God
barbecue.
damn. Hey, boy, I didn't know Labor Day. Real
But
shit.
yes, what?
That
Kick
new.
back, pick your feet up, eat a little barbecue, chat with us first, then go eat some barbecue. You know what I'm saying? In that order.
In that order. You did? What's up, man? He said we ready to get started, but
The energy gotta be forever. You feel
CO,
me?
stay in the chat, man. What's up, CO?
Shout
What
out to
it looking
CEO.
like today? What Auburn did this weekend, man? We had some good football this
Yeah,
weekend,
they
though.
beat up on A&M 70-3. Man,
They came like that.
they beat the smack out of Alabama A&M, man. But
Boy,
you know that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to do that.
boy,
Supposed
Eagle,
to do
man. I ain't know that.
Supposed to
You
do
know
that.
what? I get when you into the top 25, like the YouTube, you know, when you watching YouTube TV, they show you like all the games that you want to play and stuff like that. You
Right.
feel me? But like it didn't even flash Auburn game on the main screen. You
It was
feel me?
a, it was something they supposed to be did.
Go
A
Gators
little, you
TV.
know, got the
Shout out to
gate out there. So you said it's in the chat, man.
Oh yeah, throw your sets in the
So you
chat,
said it's
man.
in
This
the
roll
chat, man.
call right here at the beginning of the show, man. Roll call right here. Just all
Oh,
you gotta do
call
is throw your sets in the chat. I know you can find an emoji with your name on it. Where them Buckeyes at, man?
the Buckeyes, yeah, man. But yeah, we back with another one though, man.
Hey,
Appreciate everybody that's in here right now. That's
yeah,
off the strength of the notifications.
yeah, that's the strength
Appreciate
of the
that.
notification. I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate
Hey
the
man, look,
early folk.
we do got a new topic. We do got a new session, do a new little segment called Heat
We
That
always
Seat.
cooking up.
Yeah, we call Heat That Seat. We gonna dive into that later on in the show. But I guess we can go ahead and get into college football this past weekend, man.
It's the elephant in the room. No pun intended.
Who out there? Who out there? Big shout out to Cam Ward.
Big
Look,
Cam what?
look,
The
man.
little
Look,
Cam. The transfer from Washington State.
yeah. And wish
New
that
energy. New beginnings down here in Miami.
man, look,
Crazy game Saturday, bro. He
crazy
looked
game
he
said.
polished. He look NFL ready to be honest too.
Yeah. I,
Yeah. He
but
do
but
that.
but and I don't want to tap into it because that's gonna kind of throw me off of what I want to do a little later on.
I
But
feel you, I feel you.
uh is Cam Ward that good or is Florida that bad? That's the real question.
I think it's a combination of both to be honest.
Yeah.
I think well and not only is a combination is of those two, I think that it's a third factor in the two. I think it's just because it's the first game of the season.
Yeah.
I think everybody will be better as the season goes along. But Cam definitely is a, a really good NFL prospect to keep your eyes on
Mm.
for sure.
So is Florida that good though? Florida that bad? Florida not that.
Uh, I don't think Florida as bad as they look. It was game one. And you went up against a top 25 team too. You got to put that in the context. So, you didn't go up against no Bethune Cookman or uh Talladega Tech or anybody like that. You played in Miami
Yeah.
and you
Right.
played you played somebody that who's gonna be in New York at the end of the season.
Right. In-state rival too. Yeah. I
You
did.
played somebody who's gonna be up for the Heisman watch at the end of the season.
They looked it bad, man. I look. I
It's
took
out
a
of position stuff. To stuff to correct
nah,
down. It was game one.
nah. You done had too long of an off season, right? And then you got a returner. You got a senior quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nah. You can't get no excuses from that, dog. Like, and then our defense ain't freshman material. We making mistakes that freshmen make. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
Yeah.
think about this: to have a returning quarterback like a Graham Mertz, right? Compared to Tennessee, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Kentucky, and Vanderbilt, all bringing
All new quarterbacks. Yeah.
freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
There's no way you come out there and you look like a freshman. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Cam Waters, he played football somewhere else, but Graham Mertz,
Washington State. Yeah.
yeah, Graham Mertz came from Wisconsin, which
Wisconsin. Yeah.
started over there, and then come over here. You had a whole year in that program and in that playbook, and I'm pretty sure some new stuff added. And you can tell in the beginning of the game there, he was diving into DJ Lagway packages. You know what I'm saying? Running the ball and everything. After the first quarter, it just seemed like the whole game had disappeared from him. And every ball he threw down the field, like it was overthrown by 10, 15 yards. Like he can't hit a receiver that open. Like
I'm gonna be. Go ahead.
He said, "Geez, out here looking like head coat with the headset."
Yeah, man. I always wanted to be like, you know, have some type of role in the athletic realm, but that's for another day. But I think that Graham Hurts. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Graham Hurts, in my opinion, and he might come off a little harsh. I didn't think he was that good at Wisconsin, to be honest.
Hey, look,
I know he had the injury. I know he had the injury in Wisconsin. I get that, but I never thought he was like that guy. So I think I I think I may start him in this game, but if the next game don't look at a complete 360 turnaround, you gotta look
concussion
at starting
protocol.
Lagway.
He in a concussion protocol in a way, but
See, that's what I'm saying.
you play. You get I'm not even gonna call it a cakewalk game because Sanford threw up 45 on them on them 42 on them last year. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, that's a game for you to go out, get your practice on. You know, get you some looks. It's time to turn the page. I put it like this: if Billy Napier want a job before week 6, he want a job. You gotta spell it with the 2 E's. Don't spell it Jesse.
He keeps spelling my name wrong. I ain't gonna address it.
Yeah, you gotta spell it with the 2 E's. Look, it's right there.
It's right there. He still spelling wrong.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. How you gonna do that? But I put it like that. If Napier want a job by the end of this season in Florida, due to the
Start last way.
Yeah, you got to turn the page on Mertz. I'm gonna tell you another thing. You can hey, shout out to them boys in the chat, man.
Boys coming. Well, yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
Montreal Johnson time has came and gone. I mean, he did have a big 84, 85 yard touchdown.
But he only could do what he did, bro. Like he ran hard. I'm sorry. What do you want?
Hey man, if Jake Slaughter didn't get out and make that block on that edge and he the center, if that 6'6", 230, 330 pounder didn't get out on the edge and make that block, bro, that would have went for about a cool 10, 11 yards, and that's the end of it. Like, that was the highlight of the game for us. And Montreal Johnson is slow as dog feet. I mean, he not running like that, bro. Like, I don't see it's time to see what everybody else did, because Tennessee put a freshman out there, let y'all see what he looked like. South Carolina put a freshman out there to see what he looked like. Vandy got a freshman out there to see what he looked like. Kentucky got a freshman. We had to wait all the way till the game was blown completely out and Mertz get knocked out the game to see what a new quarterback looked like.
So
then on the 3 drives, out of 3 drives that he got, he threw the interception on one. He went forward out on one. He walked the team down for a touchdown on one. Right. So that is. Imagine if we would have had him coming out the half. It'd have looked a little bit better than what it did. And then, like, even going into the half, we thinking they ain't worrying about clock management. We let them walk right back down the field, score another touchdown right at the half with no timeouts. Like, I mean, that's coaching, and that's it. That's coaching. So, like I said, if Billy Napier wants a job by the end of the season, it's time to tighten up. It ain't you can't.
Do you
We're
do
not
you
gonna
think
stay a
do
whole
you
year
think
one.
it's time to start Lagway now, or
Yes,
how long would you give?
yes,
You
it's
think
time.
it's time to pull him now?
Mertz Merch to me has not been a good. This is first of all, I read. I'm in Facebook group on Facebook, and the guy said, I feel bad for Mertz because he's stuck with a bad coach and a bad team like that. So my comment went to them was, boy, he not good. We stuck with a Wisconsin transfer that couldn't start in Wisconsin. So I mean,
Right.
what does that tell you? Like that, it's time to move on. It's either move on or be fired. Because the moment when the score was 24-10, man, they was calling for Billy Head then. You don't get too much. Like, to me right now, Florida is not a 5-star school as it used to be back in the
Right.
early 2000s. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, ain't nobody dying to get that job. So, like, you're not gonna see no, let's fire him and get somebody else. Nah, you're gonna go back and get the same thing that you got when you went and got Billy Napier. You know what I'm saying? There's no coaches out there that's waiting to get this job. First of all, you gotta think about coming to the SEC when they just brought Oklahoma in, they brought Texas in. Listen at these teams: Oklahoma, Texas, all these teams been ranked. You got Tennessee, you got Georgia, who won the last 2 out of 5, 2 out of 4 national
Championship.
championships. Yeah,
Yeah.
Alabama, LSU's. These teams have Heisman, national titles, conference titles. Like, nobody's running to get in Florida to see what they can do. Nah,
Yeah.
they
Those.
not.
Yeah.
We the new Vandy.
Nah, I won't say that. I won't go that far.
We the new
Those
Vandy.
are definitely some good. Those I won't go that far, bro. Y'all, those are definitely some good, valid comments you just made. I do still think the Florida job is a high profile job.
Prestige.
Um, I think it is. It just got to come in. I don't know. You got to start it from the bottom back up again. I mean,
Okay.
because
I mean,
those glory days are, the '09, '08, '07, '06, y'all dominated those years. So,
10.
and
If
I
I
think I think
10.
everybody's been trying to run to find a ghost of that, but you got to start in the basement and work your way back up to that. So I don't know, but yeah, she old flying with the comments, man. But yeah,
I put it like this. I put it like this. When it comes to Florida, like, and I don't want to tap too far into our program because I'm a diehard Florida fan. But I'm listen. I had on that black thing this past weekend, right? And I said, if they lose, I'm gonna take it off. And I'm not gonna put it back on again until we start looking like somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because right now that is I said, me and Booger McFarlane. Well, I think that's Booger, that whoever did the halftime show. We said the
yeah,
exact same thing, but I said it first. Bro, we look like the same team from last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can barely throw the ball down the field. We can't protect. We can't tackle. We can't cover. We done had a whole all season with these players and then some transfer. You get some transfers in here that then played at different type of schools, but they at a high level. And we 41 transfers. 41.
that's a
There's
lot.
no way.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that 41 transfer. There's no way that and we look like that.
Yeah,
We score 10. They score 7. We score 3. Then they score 10, and then they score some more. It's
they
like
got out of hand. Yeah.
like where was we at? Like, when was we gonna pull up to the location? You know what I'm saying? Because the crowd was rocking, and we got the big interception and went down and kicked the field goal. Like, it's Billy Napier at this level, bro, has not showed me that. And with 11-15 record as a Florida head coach, that's not it. Will Muschamp had a better time. Listen,
So
listen. since Urban Meyer, since Urban Meyer, you done had McElwain, Muschamp, Shanahan, Nussmeier, like, and they not serving no years down there. Now you got Urban, and then you had Napier. Like Shanahan and Nussmeier really played a interim job, but like bro, it's time. It's time to either beat Smith Middle School, but you only can play what your schedule is. You know what I'm saying? You can't go back in there and say, hey man, that ain't no competition. Let us get everybody played a middle school team this past weekend except for Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Except for LSU, except for
Notre Dame A&M.
Notre Dame A&M. Yeah, like them. Everybody played a middle school team. So like it's not what was on the schedule. It's what the schedule looked like.
Yeah.
It's our first game this week.
I think that, but I want to make one last comment before we move on from Florida. I don't think you put all the eggs in the basket off one game, man. I know you said you saw the same similarities last year. I just want to be so ready to bring out the chalkboard after Saturday's performance. You know what I'm saying?
I put it like this. And we can move on from it. When it comes down to Florida, and first of all, don't fire Billy Napier because the boy can recruit. I give him another chance. It ain't too many more chances that you can really get, but he can do what no other coach has really done in the past 5 years, and that's hang around and make somebody. McElwain had 2 good years where he went to the SEC championship game, got smoked by Alabama twice. Get that part with, but that's like the best coach we've had since Urban Meyer, right?
Right.
Now to become better than McElwain, you got to win, right? You got to put yourself in position to win. Starting Mertz against Sanford, he coming out of protocol, is like a waste of energy. It should be
you right.
It's a waste of energy.
I would look heavily into starting DJ that next week.
Let's see what DJ can do against in some real live action. Don't get him. He got 3 drives and looked better than Mertz did all night. Mertz went lamb for 20 with 91 yards before he got knocked out of the game and an interception. That's what I'm saying. So it's more of what we can see now. And you start Lagway and have a decent year, go 5-7, 6-7, something of that sort, because that's what the schedule looks like.
Yeah,
you'll have a job next year in Florida. Now, if you don't want it, if you don't want the job no more, then of course start Mertz, get smoked out, win about 3 to 4 games, and get fired on national TV. Because Scott Strickland said on SEC game day, or not game day, but right before the little interview before game day started, and he basically said that I see Billy Napier here for a long, long time. That's the prequel. That's the pre-conversation. That's a security net. That lets you know that we ain't looking for nobody else right now. We got who we want. So now it's time for you to produce. That's all I got on him. It's time to produce or face your demise by the end of the season. And they don't take long because their schedule tough now.
It's tough after week 4, 5. It get dog.
Yeah.
They got to start, and they won't play another D1 school all year. You right. Alabama, they definitely won't throw the star leg way and let him get his experience. And the other guy ain't talking. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I kind of got to agree with that too. Like, and you made that statement too. Kind of got to go ahead and go with Lagway now, because you kind of got a blueprint on what Mertz gonna do,
right?
And the mechanics that he got, and you recruit this boy Lagway, and he got NIL money in his back pocket. So why not let him go out there, and why not, let him put together an offense package for him?
It's already
He's the fan favorite anyway.
Yeah, it's set up for him because I'm telling you, the headlines these days are saying fire Billy $5 billion, $5 billion. You $5 billion, you're gonna lose everything that you worked hard to get. You feel me? 41 transfers is a lot.
That's a lot of people. That's more than
That-
what Prime got in Colorado.
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of bodies to be put in position to win. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
time to win. Anyway, let's go on, man. Let's go on because that right there.
Moving on.
Get to talking about them punks and acting like I don't
Somebody
know.
in the chat, man. Yeah, Alabama had a cakewalk game in West Kentucky.
That game was high profile, man.
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
Man, listen, TJ Philly was all on Instagram talking about Alabama. This ain't what you want.
Yeah,
This ain't the same way Kentucky.
that's the same TJ Philly we them played against for the past 4 years. So
Yeah,
ain't really you can't. That's not a measuring stick for real. It's just something to get our cleats warm. That's all.
Yeah, definitely.
It's 63 to what? What was it? 63 to 0.
Nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing.
Nothing.
Nah, it's just something. And then nobody have other than a couple teams. Then nobody have.
What
no
happened in the South Carolina Old Dominion game? Like why that score was so close? And I think in the fourth quarter, about 6 minutes ago, Old Dominion led in that game. Like, what we looking at? Like, I was just saying. I think that was
I don't know. They had their rain. They had their rain delay, but it was like okay, what next? So, but I don't know. That game is a little weird to me.
Yeah,
it was definitely the making for upset. But
hey, it's a look. I ain't gonna lie, I put in a ticket this weekend, man, and I was disgusted. I think because I've been
why y'all putting in week 1 tickets, man? Y'all no.
Look, it was a small ticket. Whenever I put probably about 14 on a $10 ticket. That wasn't that amazing. I was just trying to test the water, see what was out there. You know what I'm saying? I think I was listening to some other give me some tickets. Somebody was like, hit the prime pick too. I was like, bro, it's just week 1. You don't even know what these teams look like for real.
Yeah.
But yeah. He said, what happened to Oregon?
Yeah, Sleep Aid. I got that on. I'm with you on that one, Sleep Aid. What happened to him? I mean, struggling, only winning by 10 to a less inferior team. I mean, with all the firepower they're supposed to have, and
they got a new quarterback too now.
Yeah, but he's not new. He's got college ball experience up under him. I don't know. And Oregon's supposed to be one of the teams to be at the end. I mean,
I'm saying though, but everybody ain't gonna struggle coming out the gate. You gotta like you really can't compare that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard for that week 1 team to be, something different. Because like I said, whatever you put together in all season, that's just you against your players, and they know mostly what's going on because everybody knowing the playbook. But you gotta wait till the competition get on the table, and that's when
Now wait a minute now. Now hold on, because here's my thing. How you gonna give you indirectly giving Oregon a pass, who is highly ranked playing an unranked team, but you hard on Florida and the coaching staff because they played the ranked team. How that work?
Oregon started a new quarterback, right? So, and they played.
But he's not new to the game, though.
Right, but Idaho can come out and sneak you. You see what I'm saying? Florida didn't even look like they was trying to sneak somebody. And then you want me to get Oregon and Florida the same boat competition? Nah, hell no. You couldn't.
Oregon ain't won no championship.
Right. Florida ain't either. Florida ain't been to the show, been nowhere near a show since McElwain.
Oregon ain't either since Cam Newton beat them.
But
what you saying, Jack?
But they got work now. They got work.
Look, man. Oregon did not beat Oregon. Should be embarrassed at that game Saturday. Y'all shouldn't be embarrassed. Y'all shouldn't feel embarrassed. Y'all played a 19 ranked Miami. True enough, it was at home, but Oregon was at home too. Come on now, they only won by 10.
They still won, but is it about the number? Is it about the numbers?
I think so. I mean, because I don't see how you.
Being ranked number 3 and winning by 10. That's
scary.
That's not scary.
That is
That's
scary.
Vegas. That's
That's
Vegas.
not. That wouldn't be scary if we play. If Oregon plays somebody like in like a conference game, that wouldn't be scary. Winning by 10 versus Idaho, that's scary. You could have lost.
That's an out of conference team.
That's Idaho. The state that made mashed potatoes.
But it's not a bad win. You can tell that the rust is on, a season, by the time it got going, it was, but I can't give him. I tried. I was trying, but
I'm not giving Oregon no pass on that, dog. I'm sorry. That ain't flying on me. And I will now. True enough, y'all game got out of hand, but I wouldn't hang my hat on that loss if I was y'all.
That's a week one
versus Oregon game.
That's a week 1 tab. Like it's just week 1. Oregon Lab was not the loser, not to play that slow another game this season.
And Oregon won't have a schedule nowhere near as competitive as y'all.
Right.
It's called spade to spade.
Well, they got Ohio State later. They got Michigan State later. They got UCLA.
Yeah, they're in the Big Ten. Yeah, they're the new team on the block in the Big Ten.
Okay, well, yeah, they schedule is kind of cheeky.
Come on, man. I mean,
kind of cheeky. So it's a walk to the playoffs if you play it right. As if you play it right. I wouldn't get Oregon no fair shake out of it. I would give him a week. It's week 1. That's what I can get Oregon out of that. Because I mean, it only can get better from here. Sometimes when you get in them high profile games where you supposed to throw up 80 and you only throw up 24, that's because you really had to dive into what's going on out there. Now, you know what I'm saying? They also just got a new offensive coordinator. You feel me?
Yeah.
They going through a gauntlet right now, my guy. They doing more than battling SEC teams and all this other stuff. They got to battle these fans. People want Billy Napier terminated. It's a whole different perspective of what's going on in Florida. So let's stop talking about them because I'm in black for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? I started the season out with the black jersey. We're gonna rock black Neff nose or black Neff gear for the rest of the year. But when it comes to Florida, stop talking about them. I'm sick of. I cannot. If Billy Napier don't want to be terminated, because you better act Will Muschamp, I'll get you fired. You better act Doug Nussmeier. You better act Randy Shanahan. You better act Will Muschamp. I will get you fired. Do not play with me with that DJ Ladway Grand Merch conversation. There's no way in hell we was in a quarterback competition over the summer, over the fall, and all the other stuff, and we come out and we look like that. I cannot talk about that. See what I'm saying? It's too far.
Emo Neff. He went emo. He put the hood over here.
Damn, man, it's tough out here, bro. Shout out to Crib, man.
How about them Bulldogs?
Ooh, Dabo, shit, man. What's up, Dabo? What's up, Dabo? Like this, if you add me right now, like teams, see, we didn't even get the tap on the Florida State conversation. You feel me? We didn't even get the tap on the Florida State conversation. I'm gonna tell you like that. When it comes down to like Nick Saban retired, I don't want to hang my hat on this season that Nick Saban retired. But Nick Saban didn't retire. So like the dominance of football has really kind of shifted away from whatever the conversation is. I'm pretty sure Alabama's new head coach, I can't call his name, I hit me out.
Kalen DeBoer. I'm pretty sure DeBoer's going to have a session where he's going to run a lot of things, right? But far as it go by Nick Saban retired, you got Dabo. What's Ohio State? Ryan Day. What's Tennessee head coach name? Tennessee head coach. Kirby Smart. Like the honor. Josh Heupel.
Josh Heupel. Who else out there?
As far as what, new head coaches?
No, just Florida, just head coaches that's supposed to take this era over. Because once Nick gone, Feel me? It's time to take the era over. You know, Brian Kelly, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's time because see, Nick just slid on out the way. Y'all got it now. This is all y'all, and the man to beat right now is Kirby Smart. Like he the man to beat. So and then Dabo, you bring your team out there to that open situation and get smoked. Y'all look worse
Now
than the Ravens.
I ain't gonna count with you because that first halftime was a little shaky. 6-0
Yeah,
halftime.
six
Now
zero and a half.
Clemson, yeah, Clemson just didn't come out of the locker room second half. Felt like crap second half, but the first half it was a stalemate. Now they did not
Right.
roll the red carpet off of
But you can't.
like
You only. Well, it's
for
four
them
quarters
boys
in
like that.
football.
Now
It's 4 quarters in football.
you're right, it definitely is.
And and,
But for
and
two
in
of
the
those
last
four
two
quarters,
quarters, you only
but
mustered up 3 points. Some boys still dropped 34. I
you're
mean, they
right.
dropped. That's 28. That's 4 touchdowns in the second
I
half.
agree.
That's 28-3 to be
I
exact.
agree. But if we diving in deep, we know Clemson ain't Clemson. They're not Clemson no more. That 6-0 score at halftime, you can't come out like that. You can't come out with that in the SEC play. You're gonna be in a dogfight all year. Six
Yeah,
zero halftime. You better get it together, Kirby, because luckily that team that you played Saturday, they will step off their pedestal. But SEC play, it's not gonna fly, Kirby. You know that. Get together.
but okay. I like what you tapped on just then. I'm gonna ask this because I gotta. I think I might have just kind of stepped off into some manure or something. But you said in SEC play, Kirby and them can't do that,
Yeah.
right? What other SEC team? We'll take Bama out because they on y'all schedule or whatnot. What other SEC team producing work like that? Producing
Missouri.
Georgia? Who?
Missouri. They've been struggling with Missouri the past 2 years.
They ain't lost to Missouri in the past 5 years.
But they've been struggling.
Struggling is a whole different perspective. Like Missouri,
Trying to
first of
tell
all,
you.
matter of fact, since Missouri's been in the SEC, they have never beaten Georgia. To be that,
You're right.
yeah.
But the last 2 years they came mighty close. Came mighty close to being Georgia the past 2 years. I'm just saying,
Okay,
man.
okay. So that look, that's everybody that's out there. Like he said, Tennessee. Uh right. But on the Kirby on the like, I gotta give Kirby his due now. Since he been in Georgia, he's been producing. You know what I'm
I
saying?
never said that. I never said
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm talking to the chat and
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to carry my situation out. But since Kirby's been at Georgia, they have been that team to beat.
Yep.
If not Alabama, it's been Georgia.
It's been Georgia.
So like anything that's behind that, what team is behind it? What team is next up to say, okay, bet I can go stand next to Georgia and compete
Right.
at a high level? No, we ain't got no team like that yet because we don't know what the rest of the teams look like, but we also just don't have a team that just right there next to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I want the Bama fans to get me in get me wrong or what I'm about to say,
Speak your
but
mind, man.
yeah, but Georgia is on that Nick Saban level, right? Kirby
Now?
Smart is on that Nick Saban level. They up here. They the team
Now?
to beat in the SEC. Been for a while now. And don't get me wrong, Clemson was ranked, right? Ain't Clemson ranked? Well,
I
was
think they
ranked?
were.
Yeah, okay. What I'm saying is Georgia came out in the second half and pounded them. 4 touchdowns, pounded. Six. First of all, they had them to 0 going into the half and only gave up 3 points coming out of that. Like, nah, I can't downgrade Georgia for that performance. You can really look at Dabo and Clemson and be like, what happened? Because it wasn't Georgia. It was more of a
Yeah, I don't agree with that statement. I don't agree with that. He,
what
Saban, the Saban line you just dropped. You saying Kirby's on Saban level. Saban? You're basically saying what Nick did since '08 to last year. Kirby's already on that level. I can't agree with
no,
that.
I didn't say that.
You did just say that.
I
You
said
said You
He's
said
on
he's
the
on that level,
he's on that level. Georgia,
right?
look, listen. The only team to really make Georgia feel uncomfortable in
It's
the
Alabama,
SEC is Alabama.
right?
there's, there's no other. There's no other. Look, listen.
But you can't say that they not on that. You can't say that he's on that level now because
Georgia,
Alabama big dog, Alabama uh coach, the former Alabama coach is gone. You can't say that Georgia is the. I mean, you theoretically you can say Georgia is the new Bama, but you can't say Kirby is on the same level as Saban now.
I
That's
didn't,
that's
I
that's,
didn't
that's a,
give, I didn't give Curry that glory. Yeah, I think
just say that.
y'all took what I said out of context. Like,
Oh,
listen, I'm not. I didn't say that. If I said it, then I wasn't meaning of that sort. But what I'm telling you is what Kirby sitting at right now. He can easily hold the throne of the SEC from here to until somebody else figure it out.
okay. Let me ask you this question: what if Georgia now that Nick Saban is gone and that's that? What if Georgia still doesn't win the SEC championship this year? Because there's supposed to be a shoe win for it, right?
Yeah.
What if they don't win it? What does that say about Georgia and Kirby Smart then?
Who they gonna lose to?
Now I'm just asking. You can lose. I mean, whoever.
Yeah.
Texas.
If they
It don't matter.
if they lose to Alabama, then the conversation is still right where that Alabama still on Kirby Smart type situation. But there's nobody on that West that can compete with Georgia. And I'm
But I don't know if you. I don't know. And I should have sent you this last night.
but
You know.
ain't Bama on the schedule? Ain't Bama on Georgia's
Yeah,
schedule?
we got them week
You'll get a
5.
preview of what the SEC championship game look like.
Yeah, week 4.
Yeah.
But let me. I think they got the new SEC championship game landscape. I think that's in effect now. I don't think it's the East and West anymore. I think it's the two teams in SEC with the best record. That's who plays in the SEC championship now.
That'd be interesting to see. We gotta
Yeah,
look at it.
because if you notice, nobody's ever talked about what side Texas and Oklahoma is on now, because there is no division anymore.
So like the comment just said, they said Texas could compete with Georgia on that level.
That's what I'm saying. I said that. I just said that a second ago.
I don't see that. I see Texas that beat the Alabama team last year, right?
Right.
But I don't see too many teams in the SEC that are on Georgia's level besides the team that they can't beat. That's it. And you have to prove me wrong with not stats, but you got to prove me wrong with wins. You know, like there's like when we was younger and we was really watching the game growing up and stuff like that, we looked at it and we see Alabama on the schedule. You get that shit. You get them, and we gotta play them this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see that on your schedule with Georgia and it's not a. I'm gonna have to disconnect that because that bad boy come through that every time.
I do think that Georgia is the new big dogs on the block.
Right.
I just think that
they ain't scaring too many people right now. You know what I'm saying? To a point of like, man, we gotta play Georgia, man. That's an L for like certain teams like a Florida, a Vandy, Auburn.
right.
Auburn. I ain't gonna discredit nobody, but it's a lot more. Georgia got a lot more about them now. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't won national title twice, man. You know what I'm saying? Since Kirby been over there, they done been to all the SEC championship games since Kirby been over there. They done been to all the SEC
Like, bro, they supposed to. I mean, it's time for the taking for Georgia. They supposed to be doing that, man.
Yeah, but that like Georgia can come out this year and not lose a game, right? And go to the national championship, and y'all still won't put them on the same pedestal as a early '90s Alabama team.
Why? Why would?
Early 2000s. My bad. Early.
Why would you? What I'm saying, what would give you that thought?
Why not? I mean, I'm saying like when these SEC teams look. He said, "Don't sleep." There you go. There you go again.
I just
They
said
have
that.
not beat
I
Georgia
just
since
said
they
they have,
walked in the SEC, bro.
but
Like
they have. You're right. They haven't. And at the end, and at the end, almost don't count. I get that, but they
stop
have
giving
been
me pass.
struggling. They have been struggling with Missouri. I'm talking about last possession of the game, go down and score, win game type vibe, bro. That's not a cakewalk.
Let me
Then with the
I didn't call it a cakewalk, but Missouri has also played for 2 SEC titles, and they lost both on the Bama.
right,
Everything after that has been Georgia. Okay, they struggle with them. Cool. Struggling means everything. Struggling means that you have a pretty good football team, but struggling and winning is 2 different perspectives. You got to struggle and win, not struggle and lose to them. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they can struggle all day, but we saying struggle is the new
But
win. Nah,
you no. I'm not saying that. But your
yeah,
question was
43
who?
and 2 to be exact.
No, I'm
Not
not saying.
not to be fair. Go ahead.
I'm not saying a struggle. I'm not saying we creating struggle losses. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is your question was who else after Georgia and Alabama is Georgia going to be able to face and be like, okay, win another dog fight? And I said Missouri. The proof is in the pudding. They've been struggling with them the past 2 years. So, and I think Missouri brings back the most offense and defense other than any other SEC team in the conference this year. With the star wide receiver out there and quarterback, bro, they gonna be a tough out. Sorry, that's why they rank so high now.
Georgia,
No, Missouri.
Missouri.
Yes,
Missouri did some good recruiting last year. Did some good recruiting and brought some good recruits in.
bro, they got
And
some good returning starters.
right, and don't get me wrong, I'm not throwing a dagger into the Missouri fan base, but what I'm trying to tell you is struggling. The only way to prove this conversation wrong is to win. When they beat, if they can beat Georgia, then we can really give them that fame of this conversation. But right now, they have not defeated Georgia.
You're right, they haven't.
Close
They
to
haven't.
them and competing. That's the sign of progress, right?
They haven't. You're right.
Yeah, struggling, but competing with them, that's the sign of progress. Now you just gotta win. That's the conversation. So when it comes down to Georgia, even the new people even the new teams that's coming into the SEC, you still gotta win. Right
Yeah.
now, Georgia, Bama and Georgia run the SEC. They run the SEC East, and then we got our SEC West. That's what we've been knowing for the past how many of years it's been taking place like this. You got the SEC East and then the SEC West, and Georgia run one side and Bama run the other side. That's where we at with that, right? He said
Yep.
Missouri got a fan base. Indeed, that's what I'm saying. Like a
Well,
lot of
what these new
see,
teams.
but they got some. I feel the energy from Missouri, but I want to see them accomplish what they accomplished when they first walked into the SEC, right? Because when they first walked into the SEC, they played for the SEC title twice. Now they went out there and got smoked out by Bama twice. But what the conversation of it is, where has that Missouri team been? Because they've been in the SEC for what, now 10, 11 years, and
Yeah.
it's been a while. It's been a while. So let's win. Let's get some wins. Moving on.
Yeah. That's good. Like
Moving
I said, we got some more stuff down here in the notes. I see everybody going crazy in the chat. But how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about, I know we had a couple mentions about Tennessee out there. How y'all feeling about Tennessee? Is Tennessee a sleeper, or are they woke? They ready to roll? Y'all believe in them? What y'all think, chat?
Rocket Top.
Let's hear from the chat. Rocket
Mm.
Top. I think
Right.
UT is sleeper. They look good. They look good Saturday. Even though they dominated. The new kid on the block, Nico. Nico look polished, look ready. Um, defense look like they'll be notable. I think
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah, I think that game. I think that game against Georgia is gonna be a lot more interesting than what it's presented to be.
Now no freshman quarterback.
Shit, you take a look at Carson Beck.
Who was struggling.
You take a look at Carson Beck. He not. He don't look like he that guy.
Georgia's a complete team. Tennessee is a team in the works.
Tennessee been hot the last 2 years. Tennessee been hot ever since they beat Bryce Young on them. They've been finishing in the East. What? 2? They've been taking place in the East. Right, 2. Right, behind Georgia. Yeah.
Years. This is normal for them. Finish as 2 in the East.
Right.
This is normal for them.
That's right there behind Georgia.
You keep putting these teams that are like way under Georgia. You keep putting them up there, and Georgia don't keep
way under Georgia.
Like,
way under Georgia. The question was, is UT a sleeper? They do look good. Can't lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, nephew.
I didn't say they didn't look good. I just said it. They got a freshman quarterback out there, and we have yet to see him in his bad spirits. He got a good week 1 practice game, against he got some live reps. You feel me? Let's see him with a little competition on the table. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I don't want no team that played a cupcake game out there to feel threatened about this conversation. I don't want nobody to feel threatened about this conversation. But what I'm saying is week 1. And if you had a cupcake team on your schedule, you were supposed to dominate. If you didn't dominate Oregon, if you didn't dominate South Carolina, if you didn't dominate Texas A&M, then what you?
I don't think that A&M game was supposed to be no domination game. That was a good ranked head-to-head game.
They won by 10 points.
Yeah, that's not domination. And it's 2 ranked teams. Mm. Right. I agree. We gotta see what they look like in prime time pressure cooker games.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad showing of things from this past weekend though. Like I did enjoy some good college football.
I definitely enjoyed some college.
I enjoyed some good college football.
I like the high spirits that these boys been coming out playing in. I like the. Go ahead.
I like the Vandy upsetting VTech.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
A lot of folks pick Vandy over VTech, and I mean pick VTech over Vandy.
Yeah.
But Vandy, don't get me wrong, Vandy was blowing them out anyway. They were up 17-9. You know what I'm saying? So like it's to come back and win that game in overtime, you know what I'm saying, after losing that big lead like they had, like Vandy did show some heart for real, because like Florida finished at the bottom of the SEC, but Vandy was sitting on the side. Vandy come out week 1 and win a game. Like that's tough. I'm glad to see Vandy come out of that closet like that. That's a tough situation,
Yeah. I mean,
for them, like it wasn't even a ranked game when nobody in that situation
but
ranked.
It still was a big win for the program, though.
Yeah, big win for the
Virginia
program.
Tech. Come on, man. That's
tough out there. That's gonna do good for recruiting too.
Definitely. Oh yeah, you gotta hang your head on a win like that.
Game of the week, in my opinion, definitely.
It's definitely got its upset of the week.
Yeah,
Vandy did do good. Vandy did do good. Got to get them that.
But get them the time.
They win it. They gonna go back there.
Hey, let's hang with them for a minute though, because all the teams out of Tennessee really had a good weekend. You feel me?
I was rooting for them though, because of course that's the SEC. But I was rooting for them. I was happy that they won.
A lot of new quarterbacks in the league too. You got Nico Lamalea.
Yep. I'm a leaver. That's what KB say. Nico, I'm a leaver.
314 pass yard, 3 touchdowns. That's fantastic. Shaping, I want to say Black Shaping, 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, 44 rush yards for and a touchdown. That's from Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Lenore Sellers, 114 passing yards, 68 rushing yards with a TD. Now I think the South Carolina situation might have got spoiled because they played Old Dominion it was kind of rough though, because I think the game had a rain delay, but like every time I would go to it, like it was like a shootout, and I'm like, what the hell going on in South Carolina? So not to let that tap anything, but Lenore Sellers, new quarterback, you're gonna see in a little while, you're gonna see the goggles. You don't see the goggles in the stands for Lenore Sellers. 114 passing yards, 68 rushing yards with a TD. Kentucky had Brock Vandegrift, 169 passing yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception. And then Vander Diego Pavia, 190 passing yards, 104 rushing yards. He had 2 TDs in the air and 1 on the ground. And that's new quarterback play.
Yeah.
Because I got it. Let me go get it real quick. I feel bad if I leave my boy, especially if I keep doing Napier like this. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just get the stats for that. Ladway went 3. No, yeah, Ladway went 3 for 6 for 31 yards. And he had a drive with a touchdown. He didn't throw away him, but he got him down. Let's put it that way. But LSU choked on the TV. Nah, you can't. Nah, that's coaching. Once again, that's coaching.
Is it coaching or was it some misuse? Because I think it was a lot of defensive discipline things going wrong. They had some penalties that really drove USC down the field on that last possession.
So with the LSU game against USC, I've never seen LSU defense so weak. Oh,
the DBs looked a little. They definitely looked suspect last night.
No DBs will get you Dallas, and I think we done said that on time and time again occasions for real. But no DBs get you Dallas. I didn't see it. Like I think I was actually watching the game in a Everybody Live part, and I kept saying like LSU ain't got no defense. What the hell going on? Because like they like let me give you they quarterbacks now because I don't want to. Miller Moss popped them for 378 in the air, in a touchdown.
He looked good.
Looked good. And I didn't know Doug Nussbaum had a son in the league. Like it's crazy. It felt different. The quarterbacks was really on tap, right?
Yeah.
But as it go by, like in the quarterback duel, Garrett Nussbaum, like I was impressed. I was impressed by a quarterback. Like I don't get too excited about quarterbacks these days because I keep saying the same thing in Florida, but. Like Garrett and Miller, like them boys, there was a real duel out there because like the defenses wouldn't know where to be found. And like I think if that game hadn't ended the way it ended, regardless of how it ended, if that score, like we still could be watching that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that game could have went on to the next day and nobody would have just got offended by it. Like you could have really went 24 hours with that game because them boys was out there slanging that ball, man. Like
them boys that are catching that ball.
Man,
I was on top of your head.
Yeah, it was a real good game though. Shout out to Miller Moss though, man. 378.
It was some standouts last night, man. Miller Moss, Zachariah Branch, the kid Lacey from LSU. Of course, Nussbaum had a good performance. But they say LSU supposed to have one of the best offensive lines in the nation. We gonna see in the coming weeks of how good that team is. Yeah.
He threw for 304.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a clean pocket all night.
Yeah, but they struggled to run the ball. They struggled to run the ball.
Yeah. I don't think the game really went about them running the football for real. Like it was really like when you looked up at the scoreboard, you knew they weren't doing nothing but throwing it. You know what I'm saying? And
They
catching.
had to.
Yeah. And when USC didn't have no rushing yards for real. Like
Yeah, but USC ain't known for running the ball. Either not for real. Not since
yeah,
Reggie White and Lindell White dip.
yeah. They did have 72-yard rushing though total. So
Yeah. But
LSU rushing had 117 yards, but there about 4 people running with it.
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like crazy. It was a great game, start to finish, from start to finish. Yeah,
For
definitely.
sure it was a good game.
I know we did say that the Vandy V Tech game of the week, but I think that right there game of the week.
You can get both of them has a case. I mean, if you're looking for a profile game, then yeah, go that one.
Definitely. That was a very high profile game. Definitely gave us something to taste on a Sunday night.
Yeah, that kid
NFL. Crazy.
The running back from USC, Woody, he was told last night. Like I said, I know he only finished with 7. Yeah, he only had 71 yards, but in the place he did was able to run the ball. It looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, I like USC. I ain't gonna lie. I like it. I like this. I like to see LSU like that, but I really want to see what LSU defense was. They got stops when they needed to, but it was a lot of like bad behavior going on. Like I don't know. It's a lot of disciplinary acts ain't really taking place. I do want to say this too. A lot of faces that we missed from this past college football from this weekend. Trevor, is it Trevor? Travis. I got Travis. ETN did not play, but Kirby did say he is the number 1 running back in that program. So I think him transferring, like you're gonna see a lot of undisciplinary situation go on. But like he ain't. But you did get to see Georgia run the football with 4 or 5 different running backs. They got in the state. Right. They gonna do that anyway. But yeah. But I do want to give a update real quick. I just want to get an update. Ricky Pearsall was shot in the chest in attempted robbery this past weekend. He was released from the hospital Sunday night.
That's good, man.
Went straight through him and came out his back. No vital organs hit. Extremely lucky.
Good. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. I definitely was. Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't even know they was in Cyprus. Well, yeah, but.
Yeah,
get well soon, my guy. But he was released from the hospital Sunday night too.
That's good, man. That's definitely good news to hear. Good news to hear.
Yeah, good news to hear. Let's tap. Where we going?
I had one last remark about the USC team.
Oh, keep going.
Watch out for them because they could. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and stand on it now. USC gonna win the Big Ten championship. Newcomers on the block, they're gonna win it. Remember that word. Remember this day, Labor Day. Jesus said, USC win the Big Ten championship.
Man, you stood on that. Miller Moss gonna do that. That's a tough.
Yeah, he gonna do that.
That's a tough one right there.
The Big Ten don't. The rest of the Big Ten field don't wow me. And Ohio State got $20 million, a $20 million roster. They supposed to be there, but will they? We'll see.
Heat that seat. They calling for it. Heat that seat. So. Oh no, let me. Before we heat that seat up, let me. Let me tap into this Big Ten championship. I don't know. I mean, it's winnable. So USC
winnable.
Get playoffs?
It's winnable. The Big Ten doesn't have a team like a Debo on the block on their team in their conference.
Okay.
They don't have a Debo.
What they got?
I'm saying everybody got a chance.
Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, USC.
Everybody got a chance.
Michigan.
Everybody got a legitimate shot.
All these teams ranked. That's tough. Yeah. In the top 25.
Everybody got a legitimate shot.
Okay.
No one team gonna dominate that conference.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I guess we can heat that seat up then, man, because that actually kind of plays right into Ryan Day. And,
right.
So the Let's see. They the new SEC. They gonna beat up on each other like we do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So uh I guess we'll try this little segment out called Heat That Seat. We're gonna stick three coaches' heads in here. And y'all tell me out of them three coaches' head who going first. But we're gonna give you a little rundown, a little background check on all three on, and then we'll just go from there. But y'all can tap in how you want to tap in. This is the first time we actually did it. This a new for us, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? So uh damn. Back on the hood. Hey, every time we talk about Billy Napier, I gotta have my hood up my head because I'm lurking. But listen to him. Listen to him. My Heat That Seat, Billy Napier. 11-15 is Florida. Just against some teams. This is record right now. 1-8 against ranked teams. 0-1 to Miami, 0-2 to FSU, 0-2 to LSU, 0-2 to Georgia, 1-1 with Tennessee. 1-8 against ranked teams. He been outscored 346 to 242. Cam Ward though for 385 on our defense, 3 touchdowns. We did get to see Lagway when Mertz got knocked out the situation. Mertz got knocked out the field, but my main topic about Billy Napier, we not gonna fire him, but that seat it's time to turn the oven on. It's not there with him.
Okay. I mean, I mean, that's a notable pick for
Okay.
that. My choice would be Ryan Day. We're talking about a coach that has had the red carpet rolled out for him since Urban Meyer left, pretty much. Um, hadn't beat Michigan in I think the last 2 years at least. Um, a coach with so much prestige and a university with so much eliteness behind it, ain't got no championship. I'm talking about you've had Justin Fields, you've had uh numerous amount of quarterbacks, and you just hadn't got it done. Now you got a star-studded team. They said it's estimated to be 20 million, a $20 million roster with through NILs. You gotta get it done this year. Let you not beat Michigan this year. See what happens. That fan base and I'm not gonna be calling for you, and it ain't gonna be for no extension
Man,
either.
they though. These
You
boys
ain't,
have been they done been to the playoffs though. Like they've been competing.
but you ain't won that, man. I'm tired of hearing that. You ain't
Ohio
won
State
it.
won them the championship since the playoffs
When
started.
yeah, the first one was Urban Meyer.
Mine win no playoff championship.
Yeah, he did. He
No.
won. Yeah, he's won the first one, bro. With that's when they had Ezekiel Elliott at running back.
And for the playoffs?
Yes. Well, for the when they rolled out that new trophy, that was for the playoffs.
I didn't think Urban Meyer was in town then.
Yeah.
He's been up
Urban
out of
Meyer was at Ohio State, bro.
what
That
year
year
was
they
that?
won like 2016, 27, 2015 because because Alabama had Derrick Henry. The year they beat us. The year Ohio State beat us, and then they went on to win in that championship.
Mm. Well, fact check that, bro.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
cash it.
it ain't
I'll cash that if I'm wrong.
right. But we like I don't want to stick Ryan Day in the middle of that because like Ryan Day's been calling the plays in Ohio State since
That's even worse.
in 2018 and then turn around. But like he's graduated a Heisman Trophy winner. You know, CJ Stroud went first round.
We
Like
talking about graduations, or we talking about championships?
we're talking about the resume.
Right.
Resume thick enough. They didn't want to.
How?
They ain't won a Big Ten champ, big whatever. What is the Big Ten? They ain't won a Big Ten in 2 years. I mean, I understand that. You know, they coming with the work.
No, you're not getting all that easy on me.
That was 2014. Everybody won that championship. Yeah, it been 10 years since Ohio State won that championship. That's tough. So shout out to somebody said that work right. I appreciate it. That's tough. But yeah, check that group chat there.
Yeah, he said it was 1 of 14. I was 1 year off.
Yeah, no, you were right. You were right. You fact checking that shit out. I appreciate that. But Ryan Day though, like, I mean, right? But like that's a prestige college. You know, they like
talking about prestige. Come on, if you're running, man, you're moving the field goal post now.
It's not a prestige college. It's
It
easy.
is. So therefore, you're supposed to be competing for championships. You have not competed for one since when?
They've been in the playoffs though.
They got to one and we smoked them.
They play in the playoffs though. I mean, and that's big.
That's what we hanging. That's what we doing.
That's not what we doing, but you want to take him like so. Let me ask this question. Ryan Day, like you said earlier, you said Ryan Day's got a $20 million team, right? Yeah, you said, but Ryan Day's got a $20 million roster type situation, right? But they're not competing. They always compete at a high level. CJ Stroud just got to the league. What?
And that's fine.
2 years ago.
That's fine, man.
Georgia. Ain't that Georgia they played?
That's fine. That's fine. Stetson Bennett also is in the league too. From Georgia.
But he ain't got CJ Stroud talent either.
Guess what he also got? A championship. Guess what he beat to go to the championship? CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud. That's what I'm saying though. So you can't really say Ryan like you got Bill O'Brien in the house tonight, right? Ohio State really just it's not really a big like Ryan Day really is in a good position to make the doubters look another direction and instead of doubting. I wouldn't really light a fire behind Ryan Day. Not just yet. Maybe at the end of the season, if you don't beat Michigan this season, all right, cool. I see what you got going on. I see that you need a little. I need you to come on in here. Let me give you a performance review type situation, but not yet though. Not like a Brian Kelly. That's a seat I heat up.
He ain't been in LSU that long.
But he ain't winning no big games either. He's been in position. He's been in a better position than Ryan Day.
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Okay.
What's your criteria for that? Because it seems as though you think you'll heat up Brian Kelly's seat before you'll heat up Ryan Day's seat, but Ryan Day hasn't won a championship. Neither has Brian Kelly, but Ryan Day hasn't won a championship, and he has had a better roster than LSU over the past recent years, but has nothing to show for it. So what's your criteria on that?
Wait. So let me get the mic close. So you would heat up a Ryan Day because he's been first of all, he's been in
one playoff?
No. He's been in Ohio State for some years now, for about 6 years, right? In 6 years, he's won the Big Ten championship twice. And he's competed in the playoffs
twice. I got 0 championships.
And zero championships. Right? But he does have a Big Ten. He does have 2 Big Ten championships, right? Right. Okay. So it's at some point when you're beating your rival, your big time rival like a Michigan, right? Boom, you beat the Michigan, you win the Big Ten conference, you win the conference championships, and you did all this without an OC, right? LSU, on the other hand, has done pretty much. They've all about the same balance, but LSU's not winning nothing. They beat Bama. We said 5-6 years ago that can't be the level that you're gonna stop at. Brian Kelly don't have the he's got the resume to coach LSU, but he don't have the big wins to really take LSU to the next challenge. Like we really was waiting. Like a lot of people say he can't coach in the SEC. I don't too far believe that, but I will say that he's 3-6 against ranked SEC opponents, right?
Right.
And his highlight of his time in LSU, his highlight is really the win over Alabama and Jay Daniels winning the tainted Heisman title. That's about it. I mean, $95 million for 10 years. He ain't gonna play that whole. He gonna play that whole contract out. Come on.
I don't think so. If you don't win a championship,
So it's about championships.
if not, you're gonna be eventually on the hot seat.
So out of the 3 quarterbacks we did heat that seat up for, right? I mean, three coaches we heat that seat up. Which one of them is the most likely to be turned in the next 3 years?
We had Ryan Day, we had Brian Kelly, and who was the third?
Billy Napier.
Billy Napier.
Mm-hmm. You can count them from 1 to 3 if you want to.
If I'm doing it in sequential order,
yeah.
From hottest to least hottest, I'll probably say Napier 1.
Hot, smoking.
I'll probably say Day 2, Kelly 3.
Tough. I would go. I'd probably go in that order, but I had to put Kelly over Day. I think Ohio State will believe more in Day than LSU will believe in what's because
I don't know.
Because like LSU's big time, yeah, definitely good list. Ryan Day has won championships. Like we can go probably in the next 3 years, and LSU will be still sitting right where they sitting at, because they not beating Georgia, they not beating Bama, and in games, like they have a good quarterback, but in games, in big games, they're not producing points like that. You know, if USC brought defense more than they brought offense, they would have still lost to them. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like due to the fact they got a good quarterback, their defense is not that good at all. They gave up 378 yards in the air. Imagine what an SEC team could do to them. That's why I said like Brian Kelly win big games, bro. I'm win big games. Now when he was in Notre Dame, he owned USC. You had in a better conference on a better team, and you really got better players. You really recruit in better situations. I just want to see you win big games. That's it.
Know, man.
Huh?
I can't go out. I definitely respect your list. I just can't see they getting out the hook with a good appreciate that, CO. I definitely can't see they getting off the hook with another mediocre season and not being your rival for a third straight year.
So who's LSU rival? Who's LSU rival?
Us.
Right.
Auburn.
Right. Okay. So when it comes down to going to the playoffs, right? They got to go through Bama. We said that a while ago too.
Well, not only the playoffs, just the SEC in general. Back when we had the West and East, it was pretty much like a two-headed team year in, year out. Bama and
LSU. So with this loss from Brian Kelly, with this loss from Billy Napier, between the two, these are the two I got. Because I mean, Brian Kelly will be around longer than Napier will. That's a given. But which team bounced back first to last?
Like LSU.
Yeah. Okay. So
LSU bounced back.
Yeah. So do we see Billy Napier get terminated this year?
I don't think so. I mean, because if you're the alumni, if you're the people that cut Billy's check, you even though even though you put together a team that you think you can go out there and compete to win, and you're expected to win, you have to be realistic and you have to know that okay, the back half of our season is gonna be on one. So you can't just say we finna run through it. You got to be realistic and say, okay, we might drop this game. You got to drop. We might win this game. We might be in position to win this game, but we might lose this game, and we might win the last two games. You have to have those conversations to, I guess, soften the blow. Because, bro, if you should have been, and if you're the alumni, and you say to yourself, we got Georgia, Texas, blase, 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 blase. You're not expected to just win all those games. I don't
Okay,
care who it is. I
you
don't care. Go ahead.
okay? You ran. You said just then the back half of the season. The piece, man. No. Miami was one. That's one L. We played Sanford. They probably gonna give us a shootout because our defense look like trash. Well, then we go. A&M come to us. We go to Mississippi State. UCF comes to us. Then we go to Rocky Top. Kentucky come to us. Then we go to then is a mixing in with Georgia. Then it's Texas. Then it's LSU, Ole Miss, Florida State. Right? There's no back half of the season. There's no time to make up losses. If you start, if Graham Mertz is your starting quarterback against Sanford, I don't care about the protocol. I don't care how hurt he is or how hurt he ain't. If Graham Mertz is your starting quarterback for Sanford, right, you'll be fired by week 5. It's time to turn the page. It's time. Listen. When he transferred in, that gave you some experience. That gave you some wisdom that he knows the game. He's all he got to do is learn the playbook. 41 transfers, bro. 41 transfer, nothing but speed on that offense, and you can't get him the ball. Overthrow 4 or 5 pay, can't throw the ball. His completion rating for over 10 yards is way below the standards. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you come out with Graham Mertz as your starting quarterback against Sanford, don't get me wrong. I know the Sanford game ain't highly profiled and all that good stuff. I'm cool with that. But if Graham Mertz is your starting quarterback going forward, you don't want to coach at Florida. Did you not just see Travis? Is it Travis? It's Trevor. Do you not just see Trevor transfer to Georgia? That's because Montreal, they continuously let Montreal Johnson run the ball when Trevor is obviously the better running back. So he got out of the way. This is what y'all got. We got 2 freshmen behind Montreal, right? But at this point, it is time to turn the page. You did not come out in the swamp, over 60,000 people out there screaming and hollering at the top of their lungs with the exact same team that you came out with last year. It's either time to buckle your safety belt. I get to put my hood on when I get to talk about this, man. It's either time to buckle your seatbelt or be ready to be fired. By the time we leave up out of A&M or A&M leave up out of there, we can't get blowed out no more. If you get blowed out by A&M at home, yeah, they already looking down the line to see who else out there.
You got a good point, but Ohio State might lose 2 games. They can't keep having slow starts. If they keep having slow starts, they're gonna lose. But
Sure has a slow start against Akron. Not necessarily.
17 points in the first half is not a slow start. Is that what you're saying?
Not exactly.
Against Akron? It's not?
Exactly. Okay, look. So that's 1 second. For heat that seat, Billy Napier has to turn the page on Graham Mertz. Otherwise, he will be fired by week 5. By the time they get to, let me look at it one more time. By the time they go to Mississippi State, and that's week, about 3-4 weeks left to prove something. 3-4 weeks. You got to go into Mississippi State at least undefeated from what you won, or whatever. That's about 3 games. Anyway, Fonzie go about his 17 points and slow start Ohio State, because I see the chat winning into Ryan Day versus Billy Napier, right? What's so crazy is, so 100%. That's who Ohio State played, Akron. I didn't give them that owl. That's who they played, Akron.
I think so. Yeah.
And they ranked. Yeah, they played Akron. They finished the game 52-6.
Right.
So,
but then it's slow start though. It's like Georgia did.
17,
Georgia had 6.
So we got to look dominant all the way around.
You're playing the Akron Zips. Yes, you do.
Nah.
17 points in the first half.
He said that.
Come on, man.
But week 1 though, we ain't gonna give it week 1 either.
Against Akron? Man, I'm going to tell you this. If Alabama would have had 17 points in the first half against Western Kentucky, man, y'all be all over Kalen Bull right now. 17 points? That's it, Bama? First half? Come on, man. We're not doing that today. So you got to call a spade. Yes, he had a slow start against Akron.
That's not a slow start, bro.
Yes, it is, man.
17 points. Get in the second half and throw up 35 more.
That's a slow start. Okay, with that same statement you just said, break that statement down. You just said 17 points in the first half against Akron. Then go on to score 35 the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to your message,
2:30 game.
Hold on. If you listen to your message, yes, that's a slow start. Just listen to yourself. You said 17 points, then go on and score 35 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's a slow start.
This Ohio State though, man.
You giving them too much love. I don't know what's going on.
I'm just saying, they got a new offensive coordinator who ain't called no plays and no college ball in forever. Bill O'Brien was fired from the Texans. Now you feel me? Then he was just down there in Alabama not too long ago. So I mean, it's a new system, a new field, and it's week 1. They still finished the game 52-6. The defense still on top. It just what you was looking for explosive offenses in the first half. What the halftime score was at Alabama versus West Kentucky?
42-0.
Oh me. With the in the Georgia score, 6-0 at the half, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's new fields, bro. Like
they had a slow start too, with that same logic.
But it's week 1. I'm not giving out that kind of energy, man. You don't know.
When I said the same thing about Florida week 1, you had a foul over there.
That's different.
Take yourself out the fan, man.
I'm 100%. I can't take the hood off my head when we talk about the Florida Gators. Listen, I'm gonna take myself out the fan. At the fan conversation. No, y'all heard that. That's crazy. Anyway, so I'm gonna take myself out of that, and I'm gonna add this to it. There's no way you showed up in Gainesville with the exact same team you had last year and couldn't produce a touchdown until you put your true freshman quarterback in the game.
I'm gonna say what you just said.
There's no way Graham Mertz showed up in Gainesville as a senior leader of a team and could not produce more than
What
100.
what
And
you
could
what
not
you
produce 100
what
yards
you
a day.
what you just said about 30 seconds ago? What's week one? It's week one. It's week one.
But he's a returning senior.
It's week one. Jalen
Nah,
Milrose a returning senior.
52 3.5. War Eagle. Just go something. War
Yeah,
Eagle.
they play Alabama A&M.
No,
But you're missing the message that CO is saying. CO is saying Auburn went up 52-3.5. Ohio State, who played Akron, was only up 17-0.5.
let me ask this beautiful question real quick, because I don't want nobody to feel threatened about what I'm finna say. How many more times this season will Auburn throw up 50 points?
I don't know, man. Probably none.
Probably none. They probably score more. They probably gonna score more points than Florida this year,
But
but
they supposed to have done that, man. Just like Ohio State supposed to have put up 40 by the by the halftime of the Akron game. Right? Ohio played Akron.
ain't them better than Akron?
No?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Come on, man. You running that nephew. Come on,
I ain't
dog.
running.
Yes,
Ain't
you
no
is.
run
I
situation.
promise you running. I
I don't
promise
run.
you running. Ain't no way in the world you can sit up and question if A&M is better than the Akron Zips. Akron is a D1 program. D2.
Right. So Auburn look good throwing up 52-3 at the half on them then. Because I mean
Yeah.
because Akron really came out and played against Ohio State. So I mean I'm saying what's y'all logic?
Right. And Ohio State was only 17 up 17 points.
Yeah.
With the $20 million roster. There's
Nah.
only up 17. There's only up 17 points.
On the table. There's a lot of competition on the table.
Man, all right. I'm ready to move on. You ready to move on?
I'm saying so y'all telling me, so you saying Akron is not better than A&M, or Akron is better than A&M?
We're not talking about Texas A&M. We're talking about Alabama A&M, the HBCU school.
So Akron is better than A&M, right?
Yes.
Okay. So why can they not give out some type of competition? You seen the Oregon game. Idaho is better than A&M, right? Is Idaho not better than A&M?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Okay, right. So Auburn throwing up 52-3 at the half on A&M, which is a band school, right? Compared to these D1 programs we talking about, right? I mean, make it make sense.
I'm trying to understand your question.
Teams are coming out here competing with these high quality, like Akron knew when they showed up in Ohio State that they was gonna have to compete to not just pull off the upset, but they had to compete. You know what I'm saying? It was a check to be made down there. You know what I'm saying? We got to show up and compete. So by them showing up to compete, right? And them went to Auburn, right? And the score was 52-3 at the half. How the hell are we comparing that? And them better than Akron? Hell no. And them better than Idaho? Hell no. It's week one. It's week one for these high.
But hold on. But what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna force feed me no bullshit. Because ain't no way in the world you're gonna sit up here and try to measure A&M against Idaho or A&M against who the boys Ohio State did play. I can't think of the name right now. But ain't no way you're gonna measure both of them teams and say that A&M is the better. A&M is the lesser team. So yeah, Auburn is supposed to have done that, but you gonna sit up here and say Ohio State had their right to come out to a slow start?
Yeah, 17 point being up 17 is a slow start though.
Yes, bro. Now, if you're 17 points at the half against Michigan, that conversation is way more heavy then. Because we're talking about another big time program, another big time school that you up on 17 points against. 17 points against Akron at the half. Now, if you was up 17 points in the first quarter, that's totally different. You up 17 points at the half. That's a big statement.
Made by who? Akron or Ohio State? Because only thing y'all really looked at was Ohio State up 17 points. The key points of the whole conversation that they were up anyway. They also came out and won 52-6. So like, only thing we can really base our conversation on is they had a slow start against a D1 program. I don't know. I'm trying to see what argument is.
That's a slow start.
What argument is, man? Like, what we got going?
That's a slow start. What are you saying?
What an argument is, bro. That's not a.
I don't know what your train of thought is as far as that's some fans, yo. But I don't know what.
Look. I ain't trying to get on nobody's bad side, but I understand what y'all are saying about Oregon and Ohio State because these top programs, these big name programs, had mediocre games. All right, cool. Mediocre game is big enough for me to win this game. You can't like if they'd have lost, then I'd have see it. But I can't see it with the win. That's all I'm saying. Because it's the name of the game is whether you show out, blow out, or go crazy. However the conversation goes, at the end of the day,
you got to get the
still got to win. You still got to win.
I understand that, but that's not what we're saying. The topic was the slow start. You said no.
I got that. It's what I'm saying. What I'm also saying is 17-0 against Akron. It's not a slow start. It's not a slow start. They're up 17, bro. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to do anything extra. He said that's why they're not the champs, right? Okay, bet. But against big teams, though, against big teams, do they come out start slow? You don't know that. We're not saying that, right? Ohio State lost what? 2 games last season? 2 games. Slow start. It's tomato, man. You can't judge that. It's tomato.
I ain't going.
And then look at the game we put up against that conversation. Auburn and Alabama A&M. That's really 2 community college teams. Really, I mean, like, come on, man. Like, that ain't where we. Now, don't get me wrong. Oregon, I got that's a question mark. You have to kind of look at that, the Oregon conversation, but
you're not gonna look at the Ohio. Go ahead, nephew.
No.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Man, they won 52-6.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead on, man.
We're talking about a slow start, man.
Go ahead on, man.
You gotta let the car warm up too, though. Week 1. Who did come out and let the car warm up? What the score supposed to be after the first quarter? 55-0?
At least 30, 35.
Not on no week 1. Not with no new offensive coordinator. Not with no new offensive coordinator. With a new quarterback. Come on. No, you ain't think that. By the time they start calling the right plays and everything started to feel good, boom, they got going. And a slow start, man. That's getting the feel for what we got. So when they come out week 2, who they play week 2? When they come out week 2, ready to bump.
How many points did you have in?
Let me see who they play week 2. They play West Michigan. I said West Michigan.
Yeah, I know. How many points do you think they should have? 17 again?
No, they're going to have about 35-0 first quarter, second quarter. About a half. It should be 35 and then about a half. Because now they know what they got. You got to let the car warm up, man. I ain't trying to hear nothing different than you're not giving these boys opportunity. Like these teams that come out and they play these lower program schools and throw up them big numbers on top of their head like that. Most of them teams knew what time it was. What they, you know what I'm saying? Like a Tennessee. A Tennessee, what their score was at the half. Can anybody call that? Call that.
I bet you Western Kentucky. I bet you Western Kentucky can be Akron.
But Tennessee started a freshman quarterback.
I ain't talking about the Tennessee game.
You said when?
I ain't talking about the Tennessee game. I bet you Western Kentucky can beat Akron.
Probably can. So you comparing the Ohio State to the Bama's?
Yep.
CL said score 45-0 at the half. It's tough. And the Tennessee team, without a new head coach, new system, nothing. That little kid just got it, you know what I'm saying? And had him all season.
And they put up 45.
At the half. Does that make them competitive? No, I just made the team that they played against. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
but they didn't struggle. They didn't come out slow.
It's a new system, bro. And like we want to shoot down Ohio State bad because of where they ranked at. Because I mean, I'm trying to see what's the argument for real. Like we know they had
they started slow. That's the argument.
Yeah, but what are we getting from that? They still won big.
All right, actually, we ain't getting nowhere.
What we trying to get to?
You're not getting nowhere.
Oh, mid-50. Oh, this is at the half, CO?
Half.
SEC. That's an SEC.
All them SEC schools put up big numbers, like at least 5 or 6.
They started slow, but Ohio State did. Yeah, I bet. So Ohio State should drop. Oh, he said I'm halftime score. Bet.
Yeah,
I bet. So I mean, you know, you still gotta go with the conversation of Ohio State wasn't ranked. I mean, they not ranked, but they ain't made no playoff last season. Feel me? They got beat by the team that won the national championship. So I mean, that's an upgrade. Feel me? And then they brought in a new offensive coordinator with a different type of scheme. You know what I'm saying? A fresh quarterback. Like, of course, they're gonna have a slow start. That's what y'all wanted to hear. Y'all want to hear me say they had a slow start? They not supposed to have one? Everybody didn't come out the gate smoking like that, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them teams that got these slow starts and well, there's one team that had this slow start against this D1 program. Name these other teams that these folk throwed up 52 on at the half. They ain't beat Akron. Huh? Oh, okay. Who?
Okay, well, let's look then. Let's look.
And our SEC team just had just as much, if not way more, point than Ohio State by the end of it.
Yes, sir. Do you want to look up the teams that Ole Miss played and Tennessee played?
You said Akron's not a football school. A&M ain't either. What are you talking about?
But so you comparing Auburn and Ohio State?
Nah, y'all did that. I just joined in.
No.
Y'all did that. I ain't do that.
No.
The only reason we know what is because me little bro. Akron, Ohio. Saying Ohio even played good against Syracuse. What y'all saying? Everything up north, they've been doing something up there. That's why Akron's record at the NFC. Them boy probably go 75.
All right, let's wrap it up, nephew. Tripping, man.
Wait a minute.
Wrap it up. I'm tripping, man.
I ain't tripping, man. Look, I think because look, the worst part about this conversation is we really downplaying Ohio State. Like they just didn't beat them 52-6. Everybody that was scoring 52 and 60 points at the half, what they finished with?
Man, look.
That's what I'm saying. I felt the slow start. I felt the conversation about the slow start. Don't get me wrong. I ain't knocking the conversation. But them boys also have a new system, bro. It's a whole different perspective when it's you playing against your roommate for a camp than going out there playing live action. That's all I'm saying. It's a whole different perspective, especially when now we're running plays not against one head coach, not against my homeboy that I eat dinner with, but we running plays against somebody that ain't seen me all year. You see what I'm saying? It's just a different feel to it. You gonna come out and coach and do what you gonna do. He said, bet 50, they won't win 7 games. To my Akron, they got 7 games in them.
You can't tell me a guy on their roster, but you gonna get them 7
63 plus
games.
for all those teams, but Texas. Texas finished at 52. Yeah, but they the next big thing in the SEC. Stop it. Anyway, all I'm saying is, Ohio State, slow start or not, is one of the best teams in the top 10 right now. One of the best teams. That's it. Slow start or not. You can have a slow start with everything new that was set on the table. But going forward, they need to be more on tap and start and go fast or whatever. Because it's not gonna matter at the end of the day, they're gonna win the game. Slow start against non-competition. Sometimes it be like that. He ain't got nothing to say.
Nah, I was reading your comments.
Oh,
Had a shorter second half and still put up 73. Yeah,
man,
they did.
man,
They did that.
man.
All right, man. Hey, man, I got a one last quick topic to hit up on before I guess, get out here because we're approaching the 145 mark. How y'all feel about the rankings out there? Like just the rankings in general, not like the teams that are ranked, but just how they do the rankings. Like they already have a preseason ranking, then they'll have a week 1 through the rest of the whole season. I propose. This is my proposal. I don't think nobody should be ranked until like after week 5 or week 6 because I think that you have to have some type of body of work. You have to look about. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
I just put
Uh,
up
right. You gotta have some type of body of work shown. You have to have your top 25 requirements met. Stuff like that. I don't really. Nah, I know we've had rankings in the past. Teams have been dominating the preseason rankings and all the AP top 25, top 5, top 10 preseason rankings, week 1 rankings, stuff like that. But I just don't think that anybody, even it goes for the teams that's been up there. I don't think nobody has. I don't think nobody should be ranked until like after week 5, week 6. That's when the first rank. That's when I think the first batch of rankings should be dropped.
All right,
because you go ahead.
Go ahead. So let me ask this question. I actually like that idea too. We're going to call NCAA and get some of that. So before we jump out of that right now, does before we read that comment, does Ohio State drop in the rankings with that slow start? If it's brought to that conversation?
No.
Okay. Does Oregon drop from where they at in the rankings because of how they played against Idaho?
If they drop, I won't drop no more than 1 or 2 spots because you only won by 10 though. At the end of the day, now Ohio State do have.
You wouldn't drop Oregon and you wouldn't drop Ohio State. I would drop Oregon before I drop Ohio State.
That's what I said.
Yeah, okay. That's
because Ohio State, even though they had a slow start, they still beat the crap out of Akron. Oregon, on the other end, only won by 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Yeah. So with that comment, so ranking shouldn't be there until the college playoff comes in. Nah, that's too late. That's too late in the year.
I say the latest.
I like the 5 week though.
I propose week 5. That way you can know what you look like before you get like while you're in the midst of your conference schedules.
Yeah, because like right in the midst of that schedule conversation, like if you're trying to be a ranked team going forward,
one of those 12 teams.
Yeah, one of them 12 teams going forward.
You got to know what you look like.
You have to put something in that opening to solidify your spot as at least a top 10 team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll make the scheduling a whole lot better. A whole lot better. I think that's you need to call NCAA, talk to them about that right now.
Because I think that when you try to add, when you try to put those rankings up the week before the committee get in there, or the week that the committee get in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like on some selects. You know what though? That's not bad either, because they, when you think about it, they actually do it in college basketball too. They got selection Sunday where they
Mm-hmm.
do the 68 teams, 68 bracket teams for the NCAA tournament. But I think this is a little bit more intricate because you're not only doing 68, you're doing 12. So you got to kind of have, you got to kind of give teams some type of baseline on where they stand. So I think at least I go back on my original statement and I'll say that at least week 5 or week 6, because I don't want to be, here it is the week before the SEC championship game and I don't have a clue of how we look in the standings. I could be 7-5, knowing that we not gonna get in the SEC championship game because we only lost 5 games. But in the same time, shoot, we might not be, 12 or 20 because I don't know no rankings. It's too
Yeah.
late in the season, I think, for that. So
Yeah.
I said week 5, 7, week 5 through 7. Drop your first bets right there.
I think when you pull it up to about week 5, and I'm real deal digging that conversation, like for real. Like
Yeah.
I really tapped into that. So when you do when you do a week 5 conversation, right? You're saying without a shadow of a doubt that 100%, like now it's gonna make scheduling better. You
Yep.
know, that's gonna make, cause you only get one practice game. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely for some future talk. You gotta put something in that schedule now, 1 through 5, to get a notice, a eyelid put on you
Yeah.
for you to be
Oh,
put in that situation. So I'm actually digging that.
and you
And
can see
then
what
you
you
get so many more
and
games with the playoffs. There's so many. Excuse me. There's so many games left with the playoffs. How the playoffs go with these 12 teams and all that. Like, it's so much games down the line to the point of once the playoffs start, ain't no more ranking involved in it. So like, how are we picking who should be right here? Because like, I can say 8-4. You can be 8-4, but your 4 losses came from ranked opponents, and then the rest of the ranked opponents that you played, you won. So
yeah.
why not be able to have a ranking system to where it's gonna keep me at least ranked in some state of frame of mind
Yeah.
to, at least get my little shine on in the playoffs, because eventually it's gonna land just like the NFL playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
eventually.
CO
I
said
think.
this. CO said something too. I guess it's kind of similar. He said the playoff committee they come out with their first batch of rankings like week 7 or 8. I
Right,
thought
right.
it was a little bit later, but if that's the case, then that's fine where it's at. But
I think they need to push it back. So push it back, because I mean,
yeah,
by the time week 5 get around here, right after
yeah,
week 5, the week 5 standings, that's letting everybody know where we at, and this is how we going forward. And then now you get to look at your schedule and say, oh man, well, I ain't got nobody left on this schedule. Feel me? I know I gotta perform now more
right,
than coming out winning at the half 17-0. That'll stop all that slow start conversation. Now I gotta perform because I ain't got nobody left on my schedule. You know what I'm saying? To really showcase my talent. I only got Akrons and Idahos and Syracuses, but then they not
yeah,
doing nothing that they program. So like, I gotta go out here and smoke them out. I can come out and be at the half at 17-0 or whatever the conversation was at the half, and it not matter that we win 52-6. It's not going to matter to many people because I don't have to show much at all in this game.
right,
I can do whatever I want to do because it's not going to matter, because my ranking is not going to change anything. And that's why I really can't be mad about the slow start that we was giving away with the Ohio State thing, because like, it doesn't matter how the game looks. Like, nobody's going to put you in a different category because you came out and beat the A&M team 52-6 at the half.
yeah,
That's the only thing I'm saying. That's it. But I'm definitely digging the rankings And I think probably about week 5, we should drop our rankings. You know what I'm saying? And put people where they're supposed to be at, and see how it match up with the
Yeah.
how it match up with the college football rankings and stuff like that. Because right now, I don't see a clear cut number 1 team. I did see a good USC team. I did see a good this past weekend. I did see a good USC team. Even with the loss, I did see a good offensive, explosive LSU team. I did see a Georgia Tech team beat, and see, they not even ranked, and they beat the number 1, you know what I'm saying, the number 10 team and all that stuff like that. And Georgia Tech only got that win, and nobody else really talked about it. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody ever talk about it, yo.
Yeah, and see, Florida State played Boston College this weekend, and then played Boston College today, and then how many people are really going to say like what happens to the rankings of Florida State if they lose tonight?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So like it's like a slow start. I get, I get the conversation of, oh my God, they got this big time. Like, yeah, cool. Florida State got this big time team and went out there and laid an egg against Georgia Tech. Nobody said nothing, and they're still ranked in the top 25. Meanwhile, Georgia Tech just got the biggest win of one of the biggest wins of their program, and still don't even have a conversation about being ranked. That's all I'm saying about that. So like it is to have a slow start and you trying to figure out the kinks, they still finish the game 52-6. They still let their defense do what they want to do, and it still got to a point of where nobody really can explain how or why and why they look like that in the beginning. Not like it's not gonna matter because the rankings are out. We're the number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 through 25 team in the nation, and that's not gonna change.
Yeah.
Until we lose. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean that's about as far as I'm gonna go with that. You know, I don't want to tap into it too much because I like I said, we should definitely by week 5, we should definitely drop our rankings and see where they match up at. But
sure.
We definitely had a good show though. 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that was 2.
2 hours? We've been cussing and everything. I know my mom gonna get the cussing. Yeah, tight shit. You feel me? But I'm gonna go tell y'all, man, I got new merch dropping. New merch dropping. Okay. This ain't even new. This shirt probably about 3-4 years old, but Nef World Order. You know what I'm saying? Nef Knows Podcast featuring G's. Feel me? It's a 2-8 thing. New Energy Forever. Hoodies. I got go check my Facebook page, man. My TikTok. Follow me everywhere. Follow me everywhere.
Got some hoodies, got some jerseys in the lab cooking up, all type of stuff.
Got sweatpants and everything, man. Look, follow me everywhere. You know how that go, man. But this we get down though on Monday, 11 a.m. We plan on owning the TV. Imagine if we had y'all Saturday morning. Well, that's another story. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. But like I said, Mondays, 11 a.m. Neff Knows Podcast, Neff G's is a 2-8 thing, man. Feel me? I'm Neff.
And it's your boy G.
Hold on. We'll go that way. Because I wasn't ready. I'm Neff.
What? Hold on.
I wasn't ready.
What did you do? What did you do different the first time that you just did?
I wasn't ready to go for real. Like I
don't. You were ready to go.
We had so much good energy talking in here. You feel me? And if you pulling up late, just make sure you hit the subscribe button. You catch us next Monday.
Subscribe, hit the bell. You gonna get your notice on time.
And if you ain't jumped in here from the notification, what did you get in here? Because I ain't shared a link. This is the first time I ever done a show and I ain't shared a link to too many people.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I ain't shared the link one time. That's in the group chat, but that don't even matter. But like 100%, like this where we at though. You know what I'm saying? Mondays, 11 a.m. There's still people talking. Hold up.
For sure.
He said fan giveaway. Hey, you know what?
11 a.m.
Let me spin it back. Cause see, I was finna go. We were finna dip, but we didn't we're almost to the 2 hour mark now. But Sleep Aid, this the second time we'd have been live, and Sleep Aid and said a fan giveaway. I tell you what, let's figure something out, G. Let's figure something out right here live on the air. Let's figure out how to give some stuff away. Cause I think I dropped the video. Can I vet video 2 or 3 days ago, something like that. Rosebud, he said, I know I missed it, but FSU, we gonna shake back. Hey, you know what? We just got through discussing y'all too. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that you just not pulling up. But don't worry, look. All you gotta do is hit the subscription button, turn the notification on, and make it ding, 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 and get yourself ready because it'll be on the DVR on YouTube in a few minutes. But it's crazy. Let's figure something out real quick. So if you're a fan of the of Nef and G's, and I think I did probably about 15. Look, I probably did about 15 shows, probably about 15, 16 shows by myself. Right. So I want you to dial it back. Let's do a fan giveaway. Let's give you a reason to really tap in, right? And this one pretty easy. So like I'm gonna go Week 5 top 3 active fan. Okay, so you pick which team member you want to be on. You feel me? You can be on Nef side, you can be on G side, right? So at Week 5, we're gonna do our rankings of our top 25 rankings or whatever like that. So before then, so we're gonna go with I'm trying to come up with something. We're gonna go with something so we can give away some shirts. Go back to what year? And it don't get to tap it in until next show, but give you time to think about what year because we've said this before. What year did we switch from? Damn. Help me out, G.
I'm trying to see where you're going.
What year did we switch from recording to live? And which platform did we hit first? You got to tell me what year did we switch from just recording to live? And then, because I've told this story about 4 or 5 times, right? I've told this story about 4 or 5 times, and I know you've been around to hear it. Don't say it. Don't drop it in the chat. Don't drop it in the chat. Okay, bet. Cool. Don't drop it in the chat. Think about it. You got a whole week to think about it. Okay.
Whole week.
Don't
be chasing my phone. Hey, you did it right? Nah,
minus the New Jerseys that haven't been. Like they've been on the table, but they have not been creative. You follow my TikTok. First of all, go follow me on TikTok and follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook and TikTok. Matter of fact, definitely follow us on the gram, the Nef G's page on the gram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on
the War Room.
Yeah. So like it's the follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Sure. If you know us, you know our background. If I gave you the easiest one, where did our names come from? How did we create? Like I got plenty of it locked in. It just be a hard situation to pull out. But you got to tap in because you're not gonna find it. I'm not giving out no hints. But what year did we start recording and go live? And you got to tell me what game. And what game was our first live broadcast? What game? Look, I'm through with it from here. You feel me?
If you get it right, also to throw on top of the fan giveaway, what I'm gonna do on my behalf is, if you get it right, now you got to get the question right now. Understand? And if you when I get done talking, if you roll the question back to him again, now I'll drop it in the chat. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and get a gift card, and I'm gonna load some bread up on it too. So make sure you get it right now. You get it right, and it's coming your way. So nephew, drop it in the chat. Drop the question on the chat.
For the cat that just pulled up to the stream like a rosebud. You got an advantage, so y'all got to tap in together. But I got. If you go, like I said, you go to my TikTok. You follow me on Facebook. You follow me on the ground. You can go pick out the merchandise what you want. I'm giving away because it's about to get cold. I give away 3 hoodies. I got 3 hoodies lined up. You can pick out whatever hoodie you want.
Drop that question again so they can understand the question now. I don't want you to hear me. Hey man, what the question was again? Woo, 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 woo. No, Jack. No, Joan. And then what they say? No, Joan. No. Put the question in the chat, few. Put the question in the chat because
that's a chat. What year did NEFTV start recording and go live? What game did? What? Damn, I fucked.
That's a tough one right there.
Yeah.
What game was our
first live? My bad about the spelling this shit. I had messed up with that. But yeah, I ain't gonna tell you I don't lie. I got that. I know right there. But you gotta tap in though. You gotta be righteous an LG fan, you feel me? You gotta be a 2A fan and know what's going on. And I done gave out so many hints out that that last little line. I gave out so many hints. So go tap in, you feel me? Go find us on whatever platform you want to find us on, and then go see what it is, boom. And then on our next live, make sure you come with your answer on the next live, boom. And then all I need is your shirt size or your hoodie size. I'm giving out 3 hoodies. That's a fan giveaway. On
top of the gift card I got for you too.
Yeah, and the top of the gift card he got for you too. We appreciate y'all pulling up though, man. 2 hours in, you don't get to work it like that, especially if y'all keep bringing that energy to that chat like y'all do. Feel me? We appreciate that too, y'all. That would keep our show rolling on going forward and stuff like that, man.
On Labor Day, man. Appreciate it.
And shout out to everybody out on Labor Day except me. I got to go to work. Crazy how that worked out. He said, I gave out hints, man. What year did NEFTV start recording and go live? What game was our first live? I don't know about the spelling on that was real tough. I think I was typing it too fast, but I gave out a hint. Look at the you need another hint. Look at the what you call that? Look at the screen and you see the banners and everything. That's the biggest hint I can give you. That's all I got. I'm here.
And this your boy G's, man. We out, man.
Hey, we out, man.
Enjoy y'all Labor Day.
Hey, enjoy Labor Day, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Get that question right. Tap in.
You are now rocking with the Coldest Podcast this side of I.
You want to get in the game? Do you got any reps? Are you even in the gym? Do you know what exercise means? Perfecting my repetition, crafting my repetition, never switching my repetition. I done got big on my repetition. My repetition so consistent, never switching. Yeah, I'm repetitious. My repetition so persistent, so consistent, never switching. Yeah, I'm repetitious. Perfecting my repetition, crafting my repetition, never switching my repetition. I done got big on my repetition. My repetition so consistent, never switching. Yeah, I'm repetitious. My repetition so consistent, never switching. Yeah, I'm repetitious.
Practice made perfect. I just stay down and kept working. Every beat I touch a merkin, so pull back the curtains. These rappers be acting so Hollywood, got her dancing like it's Bollywood. On that country shit like Dollywood, get her higher than I'm Hollywood. Rolling weed, that's that making good, taking shots just like Stephen Wood. All my niggas and the pickles gotta work and get them rips up. If you think you gonna step up, hey niggas need to back up. Bro niggas get your racks up, cause it's too much money to hate. I'm on my Tony ground but won't let you skate. You cannot recognize cause you can't relate. I'm tryna have a giant steak on my plate, yeah. Repetition. Nigga listen. You not tryna see the vision. A wine whipping in the kitchen. 10,000 hours straight. It was light, I gained weight. You was never in the way. But we got money on the way.
Perfecting my repetition, crafting my repetition, never switching my repetition. I done got big on my repetition. My repetition so consistent, never switching. Yeah, I'm repetitious. My repetition so consistent, never switching. Yeah, I'm repetitious. Perfecting my repetition, crafting my repetition, never switching my repetition. I done got got big on my repetition. My repetition so consistent, never switching, yeah, I'm repetitious. My repetition so consistent, never switching, yeah, I'm repetitious. Well, I stay in rhythm like timing belts. Easily produce over 1,000 reps. I know I done took up to